Hey everybody, Graham again. Well, this time, like I said, Ron wanted to stay a couple of days. He didn't say why until later. Said he was having trouble. Oh, a friend of his. I'm gonna tell you this guy, Mike. I don't want to butcher his name. He said Mike had trouble downriver. Well, I'm gonna open up with this. The Kushudaka or Dahaka or the Kushtak. Kushtaka or Kooshdakhaa. It's a shapeshifter. Some say they're a cross between man and otter. They are said to be helpful. Others say they're not so much. They're able to mimic children's screams and women's screaming, to lure sailors or lure them to their deaths, or to lure people to their deaths by shifting them to people they know. How to do this is unknown. Some say they rip them apart, others say they turn them into what they are. However, they can be warded off by dogs and copper and urine. No, he said a friend of his was running one day and was running down a track in the near the woods, running down the road near his place, and he saw this woman that he knew run past him. Well, he wanted to talk to her, so he ran to catch up with her. She went into the wood, ran into the woods and down another path. Well, he followed her. Said next thing he knows, he finds his friend. They find his friend a couple weeks later. The police did, ripped apart, piece by piece. Arm here, leg there, completely torn apart. So we said we'd go and check it out. We went down this. We went there, checked out the trail, and we set up camp not too far from it. And well, Mike said, "Okay, I'm gonna help you set up." So Mike helped us set up. Me, Jim, and Sarah. Sarah's still wearing my leather jacket. My freaking hoodie will not let it go. I'm pissed off about that night, and I still will be for a while. I bought that that jacket for $50. That hoodie was given to me by my mother. I am highly pissed off because that was a highly more expensive jacket. I'll tell you more why and later in the story why I'm so pissed. Well, we camped there, set up cameras and stuff like that near that lake. And these things being shapeshifters that can turn into people. Well, I was off because off looking, searching the woods for some more places to put cameras, just in case. Actually, I went to go take a dump. Meanwhile, Jim and Mike were talking. Sarah was gonna go run the route in which his friend ran, just in case. So she took off, walking down the trail. She said she saw someone that looked like me. Specifically like me going down the trail past her. She tried to talk, say shout to me or something like that's what she said. She was shouting at me. She followed it down me, down the trail. She turned around as soon as he went behind went behind a tree. She followed it and it hit her with fingernail like claws. That's what she said. She screamed. It looked at her, grinned, and grabbed for her arm. She pulled away. The sleeve came off the jacket. So she says, it swiped at her again. It caught the hoodie. Sorry. That was mine. My stuff. We've, we, she, literally, punched it in the face. It clawed it again. Caught the hoodie again. The jacket again. She pulled out her knife. She stabbed it in the neck. And it let her go. My jacket. My hoodie. Clawed up. Ripped apart. My best friend, on the other hand, was scratched. Not badly, but you could see that she wasn't wearing a bra underneath the hoodie. Yeah. That type of cut up. I wanted revenge on this creature. Not just because it hurt my friend, but because it ripped my arm off my jacket and tore up my hoodie. So I had to let Sarah, being a gentleman, wear my pretty new coat. And as she got bandaged up. She wasn't too badly hurt. The jacket took most of the damage. I wasn't too happy. I sat there by the fire that night, pissed off, angry, agitated. Not only was my friend hurt, my jacket was ruined. I had no jacket, so Jim let me borrow Sarah's jacket. Yeah, Sarah's jacket. I was wearing a freaking pink jacket. A black jacket with gold lining. A goldish color lining. With a cat logo on it. A black cat logo. Saying bad girl on the back of it. Thank you. I was pissed. Beyond pissed. Paid $50 for a $150 jacket. Slightly used. But still. My hoodie was ruined. I could stitch up the hoodie, that was no problem. The jacket I could not fix. I had to take it to someone who could fix it. A friend of mine I knew. I wasn't too worried about it, but it still pissed me off that it did this. So we put more trail camps up, and then I decided to do the jog. And I did. I saw something that looked like Sarah run in front of me. I did the exact thing Sarah did. Sarah was, don't know why. Don't ask. Followed her. Did try to do the same thing. Unlucky for it, I tossed a couple of copper pennies in its face. It looked at them, looked at me, and ran off. I chased it like an idiot. I tackled it to the ground. While on its back, it turned into the beaver type form. Well, the otter type form. It tried to claw me. It knocks me to the ground. It gets on top of me and starts trying to claw at my face. Meanwhile, Jim runs up behind it and for some reason He pisses on its feet. Pardon my language. This time it starts running. It gets off me and smells the urine and runs quicker to the lake. I then whistle. Mike lets his dogs loose. This thing is now cornered. The dogs are attacking it. It's not moving. It's on the ground. And what do we decide to do with it? We kill it. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't kill it, the dogs kill it. And the only way to get rid of this urine-soaked, copper-smelling creature is to burn its body. And that's what we do. We burn its body. All the evidence with it. Why? Our client asked us to. We do what our client asks. We leave with a paycheck, enough to pay our tickets back, as well as a few other items that we may need again. And then we leave Alaska. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for listening to this story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing it. Yes, it is a short one, but like I said, these are going to be long ones. There's going to be short ones. This is a two-parter, so if you missed part one, go back and listen to it, and you'll understand why we're in Alaska. Each one of them, each month, there are 3 stories. Beginning of the month, 3rd weekend of the month, and the 4th week of the month. All on Mondays, so don't worry about it. You'll be able to catch up quickly in no time. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoyed doing this one, and they're all stories I come off improv with off the top of my head. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, good luck, and good night, and God bless. And see you in the next one. Sayonara.